You're welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of the Bench Mob Ent. We got a special one for you. Another hang from Jersey, West Orange High specifically. You know, I got to pull my people. Peterson Apollon. I said it right?
Yes, sir. You did.
Perfect. How are you doing?
I'm great, man. Highly blessed and favored. Highly blessed and favored.
Facts. I want to start with this, right? So, Jersey kid, West Orange High. Why did you choose Delaware State University, and could it have been any other school? Like, we'll get into the success in high school and whatnot because it was there, but you chose Delaware State. Why Delaware State?
Delaware State chose me, first of all. You feel me? I just tripped and fall into Delaware State for real. I didn't know anything about HBCUs, anything about that. Like, they didn't really teach us about that or like put us put HBCUs on the map for us to like understand what it is. So like honestly, like it was just a school that I applied to, and like I was getting recruited by them coming out of high school. So I wasn't eligible to go straight there because it's like the timing issue of me transitioning from high school into college, right? It was like I didn't have enough credits, so I had to like wait a year. So they actually choose me. So like I just chose them too. So I tripped and fell, got into Delaware State, and then the journey began.
For you, you mentioned the HBCU aspect of it, right? How was that experience being around your people like every day? Like I know we've had people on, and I went to PWI myself.
Right.
What was that like going to HBCU? And from all I've been told, I don't know if this is your experience also. Being at HBCU, it's like you have a confidence that people are invested in seeing you actually succeed.
Absolutely. Honestly, like I said, I didn't know anything about it before. So it was like shocking to see like a person just like me in my class walking down the hallways, walking down on campus all over. It's like, dang, there's so many Black people in one area. And like the high school that we went to was kind of diverse. It's mostly diverse. It's like everybody's mixed. So it's like I was used to just seeing, white people, Spanish people, any type of different races. So like to see it solely, like I could say 85% of the campus was solely Black. So it was like, dang, like this is pretty cool. So I could say it was different. My experience was different. Just going to a different atmosphere. Yeah.
I still to this day, I wish I kind of went to one. I was supposed to go to state, but my Duke said that was too far out for her. So
That's crazy. It's crazy how everybody always say that too, because it's like it's different for real. Like it's so different. Like it's like because like you be with your peers all the time, right? And it's majority of Black people, but it's like once you step out into a whole nother state, right? From like me coming from Jersey going to Delaware, there's a whole different culture in Delaware. But like the Delaware state is like so many people from DMV, from so many people from like down south. So it's like different Black people, like coming into one. So that's what make it unique. Honestly, like I could say, forget about the different, unique. Put it like that. My experience was unique.
Right. Yeah. Now you played football. For those that didn't know, you played football. Obviously, you did some track. You obviously played basketball. Football. Yeah. I asked Josh. I asked Trav. I asked all my football players. Would you allow your kids, future kids, your family members, your nephews? Would you allow them to play football, knowing all that you know with like CTE and the dangers of football if not played correctly?
Well, for me personally, I would allow my kid. First thing first, it'll be his or her choice because now girls play football too. So like it'll be his or her choice. First thing first. So if that's what they want to do, I'm a personal trainer and I'm an athletic coach / strength and conditioning coach. So I could already prep them in order for them to prevent certain injuries in certain ways they're going about the sport. So me personally, I would allow my kid to play football.
All right. Yeah. So I think it's safe to say then if you could do it all over again, you would play football no matter what.
I would play football earlier. Because I played football. I started playing football my freshman year of high school. So like I kind of picked it up late. because I was a lineman all through high school. Then boom, coming out of high school, I was a receiver going into college. You see, so it's like if I had somebody who was teaching me football early, I would have never been a lineman. I would have been a skill position player throughout high school and going into college. So it's like it comes with the guidance too, and it comes with like whoever's around you. So it's like I feel like if my kid wants, like I said, wants to play football, I have the knowledge to make them understand, like, okay, cool, this is what you're getting into. So this is what you got to do to prevent certain things.
So yeah, that's always dope when you have former players or people that just coach in general and know it. You can then prepare your kids for success. Point blank.
Exactly.
Like you can set them up. Like, all right, this is what you got to do. Boom, boom, boom. Now it's on the kid. If they gonna listen and whatnot, that's on them because I know my family members that didn't listen. So
nah, exactly, and that's their choice. Like that goes back to their choice. So if you telling me you want to play football, right? So why are you not doing everything you got to do to prevent certain things that I'm telling you that's going to happen or may happen? So yeah.
For you just mentioned them. So lineman to wide receiver going into college. What was that transition like, and how do you get your body prepared for that? Because that's two totally different skill sets. Lineman to wide receiver. There's different parts of the playbook you're learning now, different things you got to look for. How did you transition between those two positions?
Honestly, like it was just pure determination, honestly, like because honestly, like first of all, I'm not a lineman. I'm not a prototypical college lineman. That's one. So I already knew that off rip. I was just in there because like we needed players and I was just good at it, so I was on the line just running through everybody. So yeah, that's the reason why I was on the line in high school. But in actuality, when I started growing into my body, like growing into like maturity and like my body started shedding weight and I ran track. So track just turned me from a lineman to a receiver automatically because all the workouts we were doing, all the sweating that I instantly dropped like 20 pounds, right? So when I was getting recruited, it was like, dang, there's no way you could play line, like, because I was getting recruited as a fullback, matter of fact. Because like I was getting recruited because like obviously I'm not a prototypical lineman coming out of high school, so they changed my position to fullback. So when I went to go like actually pull up to college campus, which is Dell State, they was like, nah, bro, you got to go to the receivers. So since then, kept training, turning my body into that prototypical receiver.
Hey, that's a great story right there. 20 pounds drop, transition. You cop on campus and they like, nah, bro.
Nah, you can't do it.
Can't play that.
Nah. That was crazy though. Yeah.
I know that I had to hit the coaches differently. Like, yo, y'all said we was recruiting a fullback. This a little too slim for a fullback now.
Right. Yeah. And the crazy thing is, like, I just kept getting more athletic too. Like keep playing ball, all the homies and stuff. Like, cause I didn't play basketball all through high school. I only played freshman year. So it's like I stopped playing basketball, but like I kept and I ended up breaking my ankle my junior year of high school too. So it's like certain things that made my athleticism excel, So with my athleticism getting up quicker and excelling and getting better, my footwork, my speed all came together at once. So it's like the transition was so much easier because it's like I'm already there. All I got to do is just put in the work to like be better,
So once you start transitioning into that skill position of wide receiver, some of the people that you watch, some of the film that you looked at to like, all right, let me try to get this part of my game to be like that, to be like this player. Who are some of those people? Because I've seen you, Gerald, seen Trav, all of y'all definitely preach the importance of watching film. So I know you somebody.
Yes.
Who were some of the people that you watched?
First thing first is me. I watch myself first because like I like to watch even to this day, like when I play pickup basketball, like I don't know if everybody see, but like I still watch myself, like I videotape myself so I could go over certain things and see and try to get better. So that's the first thing that I do, watch myself. Then after that, like once I start like speak to my coaches, honing in my game to see what I got to do better. And then I go to the first person I was watching was Chad Ochocinco. I was watching him, all his viral footwork drills, all of his viral, like, antics and stuff like that intrigued me a little bit. So it's like, and he was a very good football player. So, and he was a route runner too. Like, cause like growing up, like that's what I harped on, route running. And that's what my receiver coach in college, he harped on the details and all that stuff too. And that's what Ocho Cinco really did, like with his footwork and the videos that he was putting out. So that's that's a person that I gravitated to. And then Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown's my size, like, and I'm not as fast as him, but I'm as physical with the hands, and I've run routes as Chris as he does. So it's like, those are the two people that I gravitated to and watched to help me get better in football.
Yo, I don't know, it was something in the West Orange High School blood. Every wide receiver or tight end I've had on, all has mentioned one name in common: Chad Ocho Cinco.
Yeah, man.
Every single person. And I can't blame him. He was a route running technician.
Yeah, technician. And then plus he was an icon too. Like, he changed the game a little bit with his celebrations, like with the grills. Like, he just made the game fun, like, so it's like him and T.O., just like you named earlier, like, them guys, like, they made watching football amazing. Like, like, it's not the typical, go score and just hand the ball to the ref. You're gonna go score, he go score, and then what he's gonna do next? What he's gonna do next? Like, so it's that type of excitement that drew me to him for real.
Chad Ocho Cinco was the one that I never played football, but the one that made me fall in love with Chad Ocho Cinco was that Hard Knocks training camp. Baby. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Ocho, that guy.
Yeah. Yo, Chad is different, man. He's totally different. And he's doing everything to himself, like, for himself. You feel me? Like, in regards to, like, he's not letting, like, okay, cool, just because you see me as this guy on TV and just going, wow, I'm not that guy off the field. Like, like, I'm not flashing jewelry. I'm not eating McDonald's in a small coop, like, just going home and playing football. Like, so it's like kind of things like that drew me to him too, because he's humble. You could play on the field, you got to leave everything on the field. But once you get off the field, like, you got to keep yourself humble. Keep yourself humble.
Wow, that's the other thing I love about Chad, because he's the one that put me on the clears. All my errands were from all my errands were
from clears. Quick, fast, buddy. Yeah, for the low. Yeah.
He was like, these look real, right? I'm looking. I was like, yeah, they look pretty well. He's like, clears. I said, yeah, Ocho.
Ocho Cinco put everybody on.
For you, so with
Word
Ocho,
up.
It was funny. Josh said he was the same mindset as Ocho of he ate whatever he wanted. For you, did you focus more so on trying to have more of the traditional healthy diet, or were you kind of like in the Chad mindset of like, I put in the work, I work enough, I'm gonna eat whatever I want, and I'm gonna burn it off regardless?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I kind of had the same mindset. Not like I eat whatever I want, but I didn't have a strict diet. I never had a strict diet. Like, only now, like, I'm getting older, so like, and being in the fitness realm, so it's like you got to take care. Once you're exposed and learn different things, like, you learn to take care of your body different. But back then, up until like when I really started getting to my career, which is personal training, bro, I used to eat whatever I want, like whatever I want, like whatever. Like, that's why I was kind of chunky when I was younger. Like, I was just stuffing my face, like eating everything, like eating whatever. Because we used to just being down the hill, like outside all day, every day, right? We're not going inside for a home cooked meal real quick. We going to the corner store, get a sandwich, chips, and the soda real quick, and go hoop again, go be outside with the homies, So it's like, kind of like, nah, I'm not about to. I didn't have no strict diet coming up. Yeah.
So for you now, if you are in that health space and you're a personal trainer, what does your diet look like for you? Like, how do you try to change it for your body? Like you saying, as you get older, like we see, for example, Chris Paul said he went completely plant-based. Some people say, hey, I do intermittent fasting. Like, what for you is like your diet now? Like, how do you?
I can't say that I really have a diet right now. All I can say is that I just take care of my body and moderate what I eat. And the most important thing I do is I do fast a lot. So like I'll go like 72 hours fasting. Sometimes like I'll go like 2 weeks, like just eating fruits and vegetables. That's what I do now. And that's what keep me the way that I am, which is like, keeping me slim, like, and keeping me athletic, and keeping my skin just keep like have pimple free and whatever, toxic free. Cause it's like as you get older, like the more stuff that you eat, it wears off on your skin, and it wears off on like your internal glands and stuff like that. So it's like you have to detox your body in some type of way. And I feel like, like getting a random detox at the store, and those are made with chemicals. So I feel like doing a natural detox is like fruits and vegetables only with water. Clean yourself out, give your organs a little break a little bit, replenish them with natural substances to clean out your body, and then boom, you should be able to continue with that, with whatever you're doing. But you're not supposed to eat a lot of one thing. I believe in moderating it and understanding like, okay, cool, I like this, but I can't eat a lot of it, sort of thing. Yeah.
No, that's important.
So I don't have a diet. Yeah. I don't have a diet. I just keep it moderate. Yeah.
Yeah, because I've heard different trainers mention that, like, hey, I ain't gonna tell you can't have the cake, but you should have half of the cake.
Right. Just like that. That's a great analogy. Yeah. Half of the cake. Yeah.
Get one piece. Don't
or quarter.
Yeah, like that's where America in general, that's where we always mess up. Our portion sizes are ridiculous. It's absolutely
going crazy for everything.
Disgusting.
Big or go. If you can't go big, go home. Like,
exactly.
Go big or go home, man. That's crazy.
What do you love most about football?
Dang, what do I love most about football? That's a good question. Honestly, like being able to score. That's what I love the most. Like, because when you score, it's like it's just a sense of, it's just like shooting a basketball, right? When you make it on net, you just keep shooting, you just making it, like that adrenaline rush, that dopamine that goes to your body. Like that's what I get out of football. That's what I love the most. Scoring a touchdown, making a play. That's the greatest thing, because that's what's the game about, is making plays. So if you can't make a play, so there's no point of playing the sport or playing the game. So the most important thing I like about football is just making plays and scoring.
Now you mentioned it earlier. For those that don't know, certified personal trainer. He's not just doing this off of social media, like, hey, I come work you out. Certified, went through, did all the stuff that he needed to do, the study and the test, all of that. How did you transition into becoming a personal trainer, and what was the reasoning behind it? Like, why did you choose that? Because I know you got a sports management degree, which it can go anywhere in that sport. So why did you choose personal training?
Personal training. The reason why I picked personal training is, first thing first, is I like helping people. Like I like seeing people. Like I like putting a smile on people's faces. That's first thing first. Like I lead with gratitude, right? So like if I can help people like be happy and accomplish a fitness goal, I did my job. I feel like that's way better. That's way more than the money. I don't care about the money. It's about helping others. That's the most important thing. That's the reason why I chose personal training. And like, I like to like educate too, like, because sometimes like a lot of people don't know what they're doing in regards to like working out, or just like body, anything in regards to the body. So it's like, with me knowing the knowledge and me understanding the body and understanding how to train people and understand what to do with nutrition, I'm giving an intellect to somebody else to help them. So that's the reason why.
That's a great reason, man. Helping others.
Yes, sir.
Paying it forward. To have the knowledge and not share it.
Yeah, right? Like, what's the point of having all this knowledge if you're not sharing it? Like, you're wasting it, for real. You're keeping it to yourself. There's no point of like, learning something just to have it. Like, like you have to put it to work in some type of way if you learn something. That's how I feel.
Facts. I try to do the same. Anybody that watch or tap in, like, hey, how do I start a podcast? I got no problem. I'm gonna let you know this is what you got to do. Boom, 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 boom. Or it's In the words of Paid in Full, we all eat, B.
We all gotta eat, right? We all eat. Nah, facts, man. Like for real.
It's enough
Like
to
for
go. It's
real.
enough to go around, man.
It's enough. Like it's
Uh,
enough. And if you leading with love and gratitude, bro, like it doesn't matter because it's gonna come right back to you. Like, and that's how I understand. Like that's the reason why this is what I preach and this is what I push out because like the more and more like people understand you, right? No, the more and more you understand people, people are gonna try to understand you. And that's where the connection comes. And that's where you can be able to grow and help and just do different great things in this world. Because a lot of people are so stuck in their ways sometimes, you know? So it's like, that's why it's great to educate yourself, right? So you can give the intellect to other people. So now people thinking like, all right, this person knows what they're talking about. So let me listen to this person. So now that person just got a light from me because I educated them. So yeah.
for those that don't know, that's a whole nother episode. It's called The Law of Reciprocity. We could go into that's a whole podcast in itself. We'll leave that for another day.
Oh yeah.
Talk to me about LGB Academy. Let's get better. How did it start? What's it about? What's the the reasoning behind it?
Let's Get Better Academy. So Get Better Academy is my company, my brand. Well, not really a brand yet, but like it's my company that I just built. I'm building. It started from just Gerald and I just getting right in the gym. So we always used to be like, yeah, let's get better. Let's get better. Like every day, like we call each other and just be like, let's get better. So like the name, the ring just stuck to it. So I just slapped Academy next to it. So yeah, it's my brand. And it's just, once again, just helping anybody that comes my way get 1% better. You can never get to 100%, right? You can never ever get to 100%. If you get to 100%, there's nothing else to work for. So if you could get 1% better every single day at anything that you do, we getting better. So that's my motto. Like, let's get better, get 1% better. Yes, sir.
Or if anybody wanted to come to you, right, and get knowledge, training on how to be the best wide receiver, what would you say are some of the key components in excelling at that position?
First thing first, know what type of receiver you are. So, because a lot of people like, it's just like in basketball, a lot of people want to be a point guard, but don't have handles. Or a lot of people want to shoot the ball, but can't really shoot. So it's like, you got to know your role first. You got to know who you are as a player, as a receiver first. Then after that, you got to work on your technique, details, understanding the details. Number one thing, like as soon as you get out there, like you got to read a defense and know how to understand, like the defense don't know where you're going. So you got to understand, you got to be sharp with your routes and you got to be sharp with your speed. But the number one thing is to know yourself first. Know yourself and know what you could do and excel at that.
Now that makes sense because if you 5'8", you can't be talking about I want to be Randy Moss.
Right. Like right. You gotta watch like Tyreek Hill. You gotta watch the guys that are that height, Julian Edelman, those type of guys, Nobody say you can't go past players just like Randy Moss, but you're not 6'4". So it's like you can't play like that. Like, so you gotta do something to take over that, to take over the height, which is your speed, your route running, or even your ball catching abilities,
Facts, because it's just like against in any other sport, the smaller you are, the more skilled you have to be. And in that, especially when you're talking about, let's say you want to be a wide receiver, you're gonna have to create space.
Exactly.
I can't just throw it up to you.
Right.
Like a Randy, like a Calvin Johnson. I'm gonna just throw it up and I know you'll be able to get it because ain't nobody jump with you.
Right.
That quarterback might not have a job if he's doing that. So
right, like man, or he just the quarterback like you, like because like like if you guys got a little camaraderie going on, he's gonna try every single time. But like, come on, man, you still got to know yourself, man. Like get in and out that break, man. Go catch the ball.
All right. So for you, right? What are some things that you would say, for a piece of advice to anybody that's trying to get into the training space, but then also trying to be their best version of themselves athletically?
First thing I would say is go to the doctor. Cause like a lot of people don't know what's going on internally. A lot of people don't know like what's going on because like something else could be happening inside of you that's hindering you from losing weight, that's hindering you from getting stronger, that's hindering you from, understanding like why are you not reaching the goal that you want to reach. So the number one thing is to go to the doctor. If you're a trainer, you got to get certified. You got to make sure if you want to be a trainer, you got to make sure that, look, I got this book right next to me right here. I'm still reading it all day, So it's like it's new things that are being new nuances that are coming up every single day, almost every single month. Things are recycling. So the more and more you are upheld with your knowledge, the better you're going to be as a person and as a trainer. But for the person, that you got to make sure your health is number one. And by doing that is by going to the doctor first. And then you got to understand, okay, cool. Now what do I have to do next? Do I have to work out? Do I have to eat less? Do I have to? Then after that, you understand the next route you have to take. So, yeah.
That's good advice right there. A lot of people don't think about that. Going to the doctor. It's just, all right, I'm going to just go to the gym. And ain't nothing wrong with putting the work in the gym, but if you're not, like you said, you're not reaching that goal, it might be something else.
Yes, sir.
You have to go check. It's not like, all right, now I'm going to go do 3 days.
Oh, man.
That you need to go check out.
Right.
So that's great advice. And of course, same on the flip side when you're talking about being a trainer aspect. Mm-hmm. The same work you got to put on to be a top tier athlete is the same work, which I know you did because you got certified and you still learning. It's like, it's a lot of work that you put into become a certified trainer. It's a lot of studying. And like you said,
yeah.
The stuff that they was doing back in 1960s, you can't do that now.
Right, like definitely not. Like this is we're in 2023 now, So it's like there's different nuances and different things, and the most important thing is like a lot of people like they gotta understand their body type too, and you gotta understand like, okay, cool, like if you want to work out, right, like if you come to me, right, for an example, right, you gotta ask me, I have to ask you like, what is your goal, right? Because like a lot of people don't know what their goal is. A lot of people, they come into the gym and they start lifting like bodybuilders, but not understanding why you're not losing belly fat. Like it's like you got to train applicable to your body. Like don't tell me like you want to look like me, but you're still guzzling mad soda. Like it's certain things that you got to come up, like you got to understand. Like, all right, cool. Like if I want to look like this, all right, cool. Go to somebody that's going to help you or understand and get the knowledge. Okay, cool. This is what I have to do to look like that. Yeah.
No, that's key. That's important. You can see it all you want and think it's just, I'm gonna just go to the gym. So what you said. You said you eat fruit and vegetables sometimes with just water for 2 weeks straight. Do you really want the body type that Peterson got? Because that's what you gonna have to do at some point. And a lot
that's so cool, man. Nah, for real, man.
They just like, yo, Pete in good shape, man. I'm gonna you don't know what the person did to put in to get to that point.
Exactly.
But are you willing to put that sacrifice in to do that?
Right. I'm not gonna front. It's rough. It's rough. Like the first 2 days, like I like to speak about it a little bit too, because like fasting is a very important thing. Like, and a lot of people don't understand that. Like fasting, when you fast, right, it doesn't only cleanse your inside, it cleans your mind, cleans your soul and all of that too. So it's like you're getting a whole total body cleanse, a detox. So like if you don't take that serious, like, and you do it halfway, like you're really hurting yourself, because it's like you have an opportunity to cleanse yourself and turn a new chapter and understand, okay, cool, from this day on, I'm going to do this, that, and the third correctly. Because it's like it's a whole new avenue. Like you'll feel totally different as a person and intellectually too. So like fasting is very important. And I try to preach that a lot because it's like it's very, very vital to the body. It's very good. Like, yeah.
Point is very good for the body and for those that's tapped in spiritually. Mm-hmm. Oh, God said certain things come by fasting and praying.
Yes, sir. Good. Yes, sir. I want to tap. I didn't know if we was getting to that, but yeah, I could definitely tap into that too. Like, yeah, I don't know, but that's why I kept it very, very short. Like, but if we could, that's where I got it from. Like it's like if you want to get closer to God, you got to understand like what you got to do, what God did, what God did in the Bible for you to understand. Okay, cool. Like all right, these are the sacrifices I got to do to get closer to God, or these are the sacrifices I got to do to get the body I want. It's all about sacrifice, but you got to sacrifice the right way, you know? So, yeah.
Yeah, I heard I think it was Andy Mineo. He said one of his mentors told him, it doesn't take much to get closer to God. It's just, are you willing to make that sacrifice?
Exactly.
That's really what it
Exactly.
and it parallels once you start here, God trickles down. Are you willing to make that sacrifice and not have that cake?
Yeah.
That cake.
Yeah.
You already had dessert. You're not supposed to have
exactly. You don't need that. Like, save that. Like, you good. It's right there. Like, it's right there.
You don't need to have half a plate of mac and cheese. Just have a smaller portion, be a little bit more on that plate.
Yeah, right. You feel me? Mix it up a little bit. Don't OD. You can't OD, man. Hella grease on that plate, man. Dang.
One of the craziest things, bro, is like, for people, I don't know if they think about this, but like here and there, I might have bacon. If you look at the pan after you make bacon, that's what's on your inside.
Oh my
that
goodness,
be like,
it's like because it bakes, like the bacon makes its own grease, so it's like, because you notice how big it is in the beginning, right? Then you put it in there, it's cooked up, it's all little, like word up, like it's like, dang. Then you look in there, it's like hella grease, like, oh my goodness.
That's what I'm putting in my body right now.
Yeah, can't do that, man. You might have to take a step back from that a little bit, man. I'm not telling you to not eat it at all, but take a little step back.
You can't. Yeah, especially our culture, that can't be every day. It can't be eggs and bacon every morning.
Nah, it can't. It can't be frequent. Put it like that. Can't be frequent. Like moderate. I mean, once a week, once every 2 weeks. I mean, like, and it's gonna turn into a month. Like, right. Yeah.
Right up. The fourth quarter segment. This is the fun segment how we end off the show.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. We're talking about food and health and whatnot. Yeah. We ask this on everybody on the show. What is your favorite meal to eat?
Oh man. My favorite meal? Dang, I got a couple of those though. That's my thing though. Like, I got a couple, because I've been these last few days, like, I'm not gonna front, like, I've been thinking and I've been experimenting a little bit with the food, like, especially with the pizza. I had this good chicken Caesar wrap pizza. Like, that was crazy. Like, that started to inch up to the top. But I'm gonna give it to my mom's chicken Alfredo. You know, like, my mom's chicken Alfredo, she be going crazy with that. So it's like, I might have to do that, because I'll eat that. Like, I'll eat that chicken Alfredo anytime, like, anytime. So I might have to say the chicken Alfredo, because I really love chicken Alfredo, especially when she throw the broccoli in there. Oh man, yeah. Oh. Oh yeah. So chicken Alfredo, then it has to be that chicken Caesar salad wrap pizza. Oh man, you gotta check that out, man. For real. I don't think it's a wrap though. No, it's not a wrap. It gotta be just chicken Caesar salad. Chicken Caesar salad pizza. Yeah. I just had it. It's just random. I just picked it. So yeah, I'm like, dang. Because they had it, they have it on the layout, right? Like, sometimes you just want to get a slice. I was like, nah, let me get the whole pie. Like, changed my life. Changed my life. Go check it out. Mama Maria's, West Orange. Down the hill.
Like, for those that watching it, all right, cool. We say it for y'all, but West Orange people know Mama Maria's. Don't even. We are crazy. You didn't have to tell me. I knew it had to be Mama Maria.
Yes, sir.
It had to be Mama Maria. It had to be.
Yo.
It had to be. For those that's
crazy.
Essex County, period. If you pass through, you know about Mama Maria's. Like, it's no doubt. I already knew. You didn't have to say it. You didn't.
Yeah, you already knew what's up.
I personally wasn't gonna ask. I already knew what Maria's like.
Yo, I had to throw that out there because some people. There's so many pizza spots in Jersey. I'm not gonna hold you though. I'm not gonna hold you, but I had to let them know, like, what they went crazy on that pizza. Shout out to them. Like,
if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And
I'm a Knicks fan. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do the Knicks get out this first round? And how do you see the Knicks in general, like, for the next couple of years, how y'all look? Because personally, me, Jalen Brunson, godsend.
Yes, sir.
Julius Randle been balling out RJ Barrett this series been playing pretty good. I think this is the next couple years is probably when y'all could get an actual star to come.
Yeah,
Because
right.
of how they've been playing, but you are an actual Knicks fan. How do you feel about the series and the future going forward for the Knicks?
All right, so right now, I'm not gonna front. I'm scared right now. Right now, like, cause the game is about to start in about 20 minutes, right? I'm scared. Cause it's like we had a phenomenal season, right? We had a phenomenal season, exceeded expectations. You know, Jalen Brunson exceeded expectations. As a whole team, we exceeded expectations. Julius Randle became an all-star, potentially an all-NBA player. So, and Tibbs, he did the adjustment from beginning of the season to now how the team is now, you know. Overall, good season. But it's like right now, I feel like we're stuck in our ways a little bit, right? Because it's like we're playing the Heat. We're in the second round, right? We're down 2-1, right? I feel like we need more shooting. And I feel like we could take Evan Fournier and put him on the court a little bit for that aspect, right? So I feel like I'm a little skeptical right now about how we feel. How am I feeling about this the rest of the season? But if we make those adjustments and we understand like our role as a team, that we shoot better when we put up more. I mean, we play better when we put up more shots because we get opportunities, because we get all these offensive rebounds. We got Jay Hart, we got Mitchell Robinson and Julius Randle getting all these rebounds. So I feel like we need more shooting. If we fix that, we coming out. I could say we could go at least to the Eastern Conference. That's how I feel. At least.
Before the series started, I had them. We was on the show. We was like, "Yo, what's the ceiling for the Knicks?"
Yeah.
I said, "Eastern Conference Finals, baby. What you mean?" And then Jimmy and the boys, I'm like, "Damn."
Started going crazy. Like I'm like,
really,
whoa.
I was really hopeful because I'm like, all right, the Knicks. It's still gonna be a hard series because it's Coach Spo, it's Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, UD. He don't play no more, but he had them boys
right. He like a coach on there.
They got a lot of injuries. The Knicks should be able to get out this series. I'm hoping they do, because when the Knicks are good, it's good for basketball. Period.
Yes. It's rocking. Rock.
I know it's gonna be pretty. It's gonna be until God allows my money just to be flowing like that to go to a playoff game for the Knicks.
Yes.
But watching it through the TV, I still be like, "Hey, it's lit."
Yes. Oh my goodness! Imagine like how you feel in there. It's like the atmosphere just going crazy. Jalen Brunson step back three. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness! I really hope we come out, man. We need to do this because it's like we're gonna quiet a lot of haters. Cause it's like, you remember that whole saga? Well, not saga. The whole thing with the Nets, where Kyrie was a KD. Now the whole Nets blown up, right? You feel me? Like they was talking mad stuff about the Knicks, all of that. The Knicks, we sorry, this, and the third. Trae Young kicked us out the year prior, you know. So it's like now we in the second round, you know. And then last year we didn't make the playoffs, but the year prior to last, we got out the first round. But now we in the second round. We need to do this. Like, let's go. Like, we need to do this.
Especially watching the other series, both of those teams shaky. So depending on the matchup, like it's a chance we talking about the Knicks to the final. They just gotta handle business with Miami.
Exactly.
Boston, they up and down. Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and
yeah.
One game, James Harden show up. The next day, go missing.
Like it's like he's not consistent, you know. And I feel like we beat both of them during the season. So it's like it's nothing to really worry about. It's just got to take care of what's in front of us right now, man. Like honestly, like that's what we got to do, man. And I can't wait, man. I think we got it tonight. I think we do.
Who do you feel will be the NBA champion this year?
The New York Knicks. Say no, I didn't say that with confidence, but honestly I can't say that because like if I can't say the Knicks, I'm not about to like say any team. I'm that loyal, you know, like I'm that loyal of a you know, like a fanatic. Like so it's like if it's not the Knicks, it's nobody. But like if like somebody say you have to choose, right? I want to see the Lakers come out. Like I want to see Broad come out with his 5th champ. championship is good for basketball too. When the Lakers are very good, it's very great for basketball. I don't want to see Steph going back again. I mean, all love for Steph is like, because I don't want to hear Draymond Green and Klay Thompson just, chirping all over ESPN and all that. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see next year, like they losing by 30. I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for that. No, you could do that later. Like, nah, I'm not ready for that, man. We need something. We need LeBron to like get the title. If not my Knicks, if not my Knicks for real.
Most underrated wide receiver in your opinion?
Oh, most underrated? Oh man, there's a lot of underrated receivers, bro. I'm not gonna front, like, because there's a lot of guys that's just low key tough, but it's like there's the superstars that overshine them. Like, most underrated though. If I have to go with the most, I gotta think about this one. Dang.
Yeah, give me two at least that come to your mind. Two.
Two. I'm gonna say underrated. Dang, off rip. Oh man, I can't think off rip because it's like it's so many receivers that they do their thing too. Like, there's a lot of receivers. Underrated. Dang, man. That's a hard one. Dang.
Because of course
there's so many in my mind right now. You said who?
Got the Jamar Chases of the world, the superstars.
Yeah.
Got them. You might throw in there somebody like, because on that team, for example, you might throw in like a T. Higgins.
That's what I was thinking, but I can't really say that because it's like Jamar Chase overshines him. So it's like he can't really be labeled as a underrated receiver because he's not even really on that same caliber for real. Like, so it's like, dang. I can't even think of any underrated receiver right now because it's like that's on the spot. Like, I really didn't think about this. Honestly, I could say Jalen Waddle for real. Honestly, no, yeah. I could say no. Like Jalen Waddle, definitely the underrated receiver because it's like him and Tyreek Hill, like they basically the same type of player, but Jalen Waddle is like a very good under route catcher, and he gets yacked. So it's like he does the job plus that, So it's like he doesn't get really recognized because of Tyreek Hill. So I feel like he could, if he goes to another team, he'd definitely be a number one receiver. But due to the fact Tyreek Hill is on that team, before Tyreek Hill came, he was the number one receiver. So it's like now Tyreek Hill came, nobody really talking about him. So I feel like it's Jalen Waddle right now. Yeah.
So who would you select as in the NFL right now? Who has the best footwork and who has the best hands?
The best footwork, Devontae Adams. Ooh. The best hands, Cooper Kupp. Yeah.
I could dig that answer right there.
Yeah. Devontae Adams.
Who do you think had the best NFL draft?
Who of this one that just passed?
Yeah.
My Giants. My Giants had a very good NFL draft. Like, we don't picked up Jalen Hyatt in the third round. Like, he was ranked. He was supposed to be a number one, a first round draft pick. We picked him up, and he won the best receiver, the Biletnikoff Award. I think he did. Yeah, he definitely did. He definitely did win that. So that's a steal. And then the cornerback that we picked up, he was supposed to go higher in the draft too.
Banks, that's a good
pick. Sir, from Maryland. He's rangy cornerback, like 6'1", 6'2". He may be our number 2 corner coming in to the season. So I feel like we definitely did a great job in the draft. And we picked up a center too. So yeah, I think
John Schmidt. That's a good
pick.
For you, right? I got a couple more before we get you out of here. I know the Knicks game about to start.
Yeah.
He locked in too. Right? Do you think y'all need to sign Saquon Barkley back?
we got to see how this season goes, honestly, because it's like the running back position is so like disposable now. Like you could put in anybody in that running back position. Like for an example, you see Cordell Patterson, he was a receiver. He's a running back now. Like he's a running back, like, and he's been in the league for almost 10 years. So it's like with the right coaching scheme, with the right like players and the right personnel, you could really put anybody back there. So it's like we have to see how he performs after this season because he did a very great job last season. So if he put on another great season, yeah, definitely no problem. But if he does like some subpar or nothing that's like up to what our team goals are, it's okay to let him walk because he's injury prone. So yeah.
And that's the other thing. So I think they want to bring him back. It's just at the right price because I did draft Eric Gray.
Yes.
Round.
Yes.
After again.
That's another good steal. That's a steal too. And he looked up to Saquon. So you never know if he's going to try to that battle. And they said that he's a very good running back coming out the backfield. So he could block and he could catch the ball coming out of the backfield. So he might be our second running back. So if he does good, hey, why do we still need Saquon? And like I said, it's very disposable. So it's like a fifth rounder coming in, you could just throw him in there.
To the point of my co-host Greg, he said you get running backs like you get stuff at the bodega. They just come in.
Right. They just come and go. Hey, come and go. And this crazy thing is, like, because I play fantasy, so it's so easy to like a running back to go off for randomly 150-yard all-purpose, and that's great for teams now because a lot of teams like to spread the ball, like spread offense, a lot of like empty sets, a lot of like shotgun sets. So the running back is always coming out of the backfield. So everybody, almost almost every team like pass catching running backs. So yeah, honestly, you could put anybody back there.
Two more before we get you out of here.
Mm-hmm.
You do sports training, you're an athletic trainer, you play sports, you still play basketball, you play football.
Mm-hmm.
What does Peterson like to do outside of sports? What's the number one thing you like to do not sports related?
Just chill. I'm always on my feet. Like I'm always on my feet. So I just like to like kick back and just relax, just chill. Like honestly, like, and I like to kick it with my friends too. I have very good friends. So shout out to all the homies that are about to see today. Yeah, you know who you are. So you feel me? Like, so I like chilling with my friends, like my guys, like, yeah, kicking it, just enjoying the game with each other, and just being around each other, just positive energy. So that's what I do when I'm not playing sports or training people. Yeah.
Last one before we get you out of here, I'm gonna have to ask.
Who
is on your Mount Rushmore?
Okay.
Wide receivers. Your top 4 wide receivers of all time.
Top 4?
Yes, sir.
We got Randy Moss. I got T.O., Antonio Brown, and this last one. I'm gonna go. Dang, I wish Odell was doing good, bro. I wish Odell didn't get injured, man. I wish Odell stayed on the Giants. I wish, like, dang, bro, but dang, those are gone. The last one, man, I gotta go with the last one. Dang. Because I don't want to put any of the new receivers now, like the new good receivers like Cooper Kupp, Davante Adams. They got to put in some more work for them to even get there, So it's like my Rushmore, I'm going to put Steve Smith at the last one. I'm going to put Steve. Yeah. I kind of model my game after him too because like he's physical. Yeah, physical, quick. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He got the dog in him. He had the dog in him, so like, yeah.
For his size and everything, like you mentioned, that was one of them ones with Carolina Panthers days. That played a little bit in Baltimore. Steve Smith?
Yes, sir. Bro, he done tore his ACL. First of all, Carolina released him after a good season, but Boom. He went to Baltimore, 1,000 yards. Then got injured, came back, did the same thing, 1,000 yards. Then retired. Like that's dog. Like, bro, who do that? Who does those type of things? Like, bro, what? And then come back and talk all that smack to Carolina. Like, yeah, I'm like that. We should go mow my lawns. Like, I still got a crib over there. Like, Steve Smith was that guy.
Hey, for those that watch this, if you're watching this on YouTube right now, hit that subscribe button. If you're listening to this on Apple, Spotify, Google Podcast, make sure you rate us 5 stars, leave a review. But y'all know the times. Bench Mob, if you stay ready, you don't gotta get ready. Bench Mob.
No.
Peace.
Peace.